Today is month 11 post CAR T transplant. My name is Mr. Santana, patient number 63 from the CAR T trial in Seattle, Washington. This has almost been a year. I'm glad to say that it feels like I'm going on 11 months of tumors shrinking and staying away and not popping up anymore after 22 total tumors in 5 years, all over my body because I had mantle cell lymphoma. I was diagnosed in August 2010, so it's going to be 6 years next month. So last year I was 5 years cancer diagnosis and getting the trial. So this is the time when I was getting my first infusion. Unfortunately, it didn't work, so they asked me to do it again because fortunately they had extra T cells left over, and they infused me again, and it took that time. Um, that was a difficult time. Comparing it now, um, I went through 9 months of very positive improvement. Then I had an infection. Then I got dealing with another infection right now, and lost weight, lost energy, lost the ability to go into the office and work. So it really made me question everything, whether I was out of the danger zone and in the improving and no looking back zone. I guess you can say that it's good that I realize now that it's never going to end. And look at the bright side of things is very important, especially during the darkest times. Um, I don't know how you get through it. It's very difficult for me to get through it. Sometimes I just wake up and say, okay, I'm still here. I didn't expect to still be here. So get up, move around, do something. Also, I'm going into 3 minutes of this. I wanted to go over that there's a lot of ailments that I'm dealing with, and tumors are not one of them. So I can say I'm kind of not worried about the cancer death type of thing, but life as a disabled person, it's not something that I really ever wanted to embrace or capture or look at, but just because I was trying to stay confident and totally 100% positive, I needed to take inventory of all the ailments post cancer war battle and treatments, dry eyes due to the transplant, IVIG issues, due to the CAR T trial. You just like any transplant or any kind of process, like in a T cell infusion or transplant or stem cell transplant, you are left with a compromised immune system. So I never know when I'm going to have a sick day or a not sick day. That's really hard for me because I'm trying to get back to a normal that I'm more likely is not something that's a need, it's a want. I have to be happy that I'm a disabled person that's able to do a lot. And once I accepted that, I was able to just be okay with it. Versus, I'm not a normal person. I can't do what a normal person can. and really let it kind of drag me down. Found a lot of support in a new program that I'm dealing with, helping people post cancer get back into the workplace. That kind of has helped me reevaluate the pre and post cancer emotions, psyche that you deal with, um, and then kind of enlightens me. And then you question things. It's like, one, should I, if I'm disabled, then should I continue to work? Um, the answer is up to me. Um, there's some days when I don't feel like working. There's some days when I feel like working 3 days in one day. So what I've been doing is you have your waves of positive abilities, and then you have your waves where you're sick and you're dealing with a sickness. Um, the list of sicknesses that I have to deal with is I have a compromised digestive system, so sometimes I get bowel obstructions, um, and I have to go to the hospital and get hydrations. Dry eyes due to the graft versus host from the transplant. I use eye drops, eye tears, artificial tears, and eye gel. Uh, the saliva graft versus host issues have left me with discolored teeth. I don't care. I still smile. I think that a smile is in the eyes, not in the teeth, because you can tell what people are thinking by what their eyes are saying. Um, you can tell what people ate by what their breath smells like. Also, humor. Humor is very important. I don't know how much humor has saved me. Um, doing things that make you feel good. The things that made me feel good is just listening to music and thinking about the things that I can do, things that I want to do, and understanding that you're gonna have bigger disappointments if you put your expectations high, um, but you're never gonna improve if you don't put them out there. I thought that if I got rid of all my wants and just was happy to have what I needed, I would be too complacent for myself. Uh, there's things for us to do in this world, and figuring out what you need versus what you want is hopefully something that you have mastered. It's going to be hard for for any of us to get through what we have to go through. Not just cancer. It could be a DUI conviction. It could be your girlfriend or your husband for 80 years or 50 years or some crazy number just left you. It could be that your family and friends have left us, and you can't hug them anymore, and you can't get over the fact of how much you miss them, and you know that it's going to take time, and you try to move on, and there's always going to be a void in your heart, and and I believe that, you know, things that we cherish the most is going to define our final, you know, a final thought before we bite the bullet, you know. So um, gratitude attitude has helped me from the beginning. It's hard to have a good attitude of gratitude when you're suffering, um, but there's always a choice. You know, there's always a choice that we have. And my favorite choice is, the obvious, trying to be helpful. Um, so thank you. That's all I have to say. It's been 10 minutes, so 10 minutes for, you know, congratulations. We're starting month number 11 and we're on hopefully a year. Take take good care out there and don't give up. Keep on fighting. Everything's gonna be all right.